A good credit score goes beyond just bragging rights. It actually opens up a world of opportunity for borrowing, from mortgages and auto loans to credit cards. Whether your credit score is buried underground or you've never unearthed it, we have 5 steps to help you boost your credit score so that you can shout it proudly from the rooftops. First, you'll want to dive deep into your credit reports. Request your free copy from each of the 3 major credit bureaus. Review them carefully for errors, incorrect personal information, missed payments, and accounts in collections that you may be unaware of. It's estimated that at least 1 in 5 people have at least 1 error on their credit reports. If you find any mistakes, dispute it with the credit bureau and contact the creditor that reported it. This is also a great opportunity to identify what's hurting your credit score. Major life events like divorce, identity theft, and bankruptcy can have a long-lasting impact, though most negative marks generally disappear within 7 years. Knowing when these negative marks were reported will give you an estimate for how long they will impact your credit score. Now that you've unearthed your credit history, it's time to take control of your borrowing. FICO recommends keeping your credit utilization, which is the amount of credit you're using, under 30%. If you owe more, you're likely harming your credit score, as FICO perceives it as being overextended and at risk for default. For example, if your credit card limit is $3,000 and you owe more than $900, you're already using more than 30% of your available credit. How much you currently owe and how much you can borrow plays into your utilization, which you can keep in check by paying down your debts. And as you make progress towards paying them off, don't close your accounts, as this won't help in lowering your credit. Which brings us to our next step. Keep your old credit lines open. It's a bit of a waiting game, and it feels like standing still, much like waiting for an elevator. But closing unused accounts can actually harm your credit score. The longer you've had open lines of credit, the better it is for your credit history. This is because closing your oldest account actually reduces the average age of your credit history, which in turn harms your credit score. This leads us to another crucial factor that could damage it: failing to pay your bills and loans on time. Payment history is the largest piece of the credit score pie, making up a whopping 35% of your total credit score. In fact, one single late payment can drop your credit score as much as 180 points, depending on your current credit history. And if you don't have active credit lines, one late payment on phone, utility, and medical bills can be reported and impact your score. Even if you've been paying your phone bill on time for 10 years, there's a good chance that all of those on-time payments aren't showing up on your credit report. But one late phone bill payment can come in and drop your credit score floors down, despite all those years of timely payments. If your credit report has multiple late payments, it may be time to consider auto pay to help avoid those late payments and those pesky late fees. All of these steps we've climbed are some of the best ways to passively improve your credit score. But if you want to actively take charge, consider credit building products like secured cards. These cards require an opening deposit, which acts as a safety net for the lender and set your spending limit. The benefit with secured cards is the ability to build a credit history safely without the risk of overspending or burying yourself in interest charges. For example, Current, a fintech company offering FDIC-insured banking services to over 4 million customers, just released a secured charge card called Current Build. Like most secured cards, your spending balance is based on the amount of funds in your current secured account, which can be automatically topped up as you add money to the account. The Current Build card has no interest charges, no annual fees, and no hard credit check when you apply. As you pay down your spending balance, those payments are reported to the credit bureaus. The Current Build secured card also offers auto pay, in which the Build card balance is automatically paid off twice a month. Current reports these payments to TransUnion to help you build a positive credit history so that you can improve your credit score. With products like the Current Build secured charge card available, you don't have to take on costly loans to start building credit history. Just know, for these credit building products to work, you'll have to stay on top of your payments, or you'll run the risk of harming your credit score. If you have no credit history to build off of, taking on products that are specifically designed to help you elevate your credit score can do wonders. Cards like the Current Build provide a safer alternative to establishing credit history without having to take on more debt. So take charge of your credit journey and watch your score soar. Get started with a Current Build secured charge card by clicking the link in the video description below.